All right, a good Wednesday morning to you, Piedmont Triad. Thanks for tuning in with us on WFMY Plus, getting an update on our bitterly cold weather and, of course, a little bit of snowfall that we had last night across the Piedmont. First things first, it's so cool and so much fun to see all the joy that snow is bringing people. Of course, friends down in Asheboro, of course, got near an inch of snow. It was enough. Fluffy snow too to make snow cream. So Elizabeth Bullen sent this picture my way, and it really was fluffy snow. You know, typically our snow around here is full of sleet. It's got ice in it. Sometimes it's mixed with rain. This time it was dry, fluffy, packable, fun snow that we got across the area last night. Of course, further south and east that you're, the better opportunity you have for snow and the more snow that you actually ended up having. There were actually some folks really all across the southeast who have said they never actually have seen snow before. You think about places down at the beaches who have 5 to 6 inches of snow. Yeah, those folks are really going to enjoy a snow day for today. Look at some of the totals that we have. Of course, this is not an exhaustive list, but just a select list of totals around the Piedmont Triad. And one thing that you'll notice is that the further south and east that you go, the higher the totals are. You get back up into the Triad and a little further north and west, those totals really start to drop off. And that's why we said the whole time we've been living on the edge with this system. Look at this. Siler City reporting an inch of snow last night. Asheboro with just shy of an inch. Randleman with about half of an inch. And like I said, a little further north and west that you go in the Piedmont, Greensboro, Jamestown, High Point, easy to see. The totals kind of fall off to somewhere between a trace up to about a half of an inch of snow. And that's about it. Here was our snowfall forecast as we moved into last night. Expected somewhere between a trace to 1 inch all across the immediate Triad. Again, areas to the south and east with a better opportunity to see that. And this is really pretty much how things played out. That 2 to 4 inch range, the 4 to 6 inch range, that's further down east in eastern North Carolina and down along the coast. This is North Myrtle Beach right now, covered in snow. That's not sand, that is snow. And these folks in North Myrtle Beach, somewhere between 5 to 6 inches of snow. Down to the heart of Myrtle Beach, about 6 inches of snow. And further inland, those places have somewhere between 4 and 6 inches of snow that they're waking up to this morning. You can see even the dunes are covered in snow as well. It's just a snowy beach down along the Grand Strand this morning. And that's the same scenario for our friends down in eastern North Carolina and down along Wilmington and up to the Outer Banks as well. So those folks will enjoy a snow day. Of course, probably a couple of snow days actually, as they aren't so much accustomed to cleaning up after these kind of events. For us, the bitter cold really has been the big story over the last couple of days. I want to show you yesterday, 23 degrees was our high temperature for the afternoon. It's our coldest daytime high in about a decade. Almost 10 years since we were that cold, when we were 20 degrees back in February of 2015. So it's been a long time. Super cold yesterday. I don't think we'll be much above that for today. Even with sunshine back, I still don't think that we'll make it to 30 degrees for this afternoon. Of course, part of the reason we still have those News 2 weather impact alerts in effect, those linger all the way into early tomorrow morning. Again, main story is for the bitter cold, but I've also added slick roads to that for this morning as well. Again, not a huge concern on the major roadways in the immediate Triad. Side streets, though, likely you're still going to have some black ice that remain through today on into tomorrow. And you go down south, Randolph County, Montgomery County, Chatham County, down into the Sandhills. Those folks still have snow on the highways down there early this morning. So it's going to take a while before all of that gets cleaned up, and some slick spots will still remain. Also with the bitter cold, make sure you're still protecting those pipes, letting the faucets drip, of course, at night, just to be on the safe side. And you got to layer it up. The warmest clothes that you have, you need to put those on. Really protect yourself. This is frostbite kind of weather if you aren't being careful and you aren't dressed properly. Out the door this morning in the mid and upper teens, and then you factor in just the slightest bit of wind. At times, it's feeling like the single digits across the Piedmont this morning. Wind chill here at 7 o'clock in Greensboro is about 7 degrees. And I expect we'll get even a little bit colder than that tonight with our clear sky and no clouds around, really to help keeping us warm. Here's our storm system right now. You can see that snow is ending as we speak at the beaches, but it has left about 5 to 6 inches across most of the Grand Strand and up to Wilmington and along the Outer Banks as well. We still have the cloud cover in place across the Piedmont this morning, but that will be going away as we move through the morning hours and into midday. In fact, if you look back to the west, western North Carolina already clearing out. You can see clearing back into Tennessee as well. And over the next few hours, we'll start to see our sunshine return here in the Piedmont as well. Once that moves away, of course, high pressure is back in control of our weather. Going to keep us dry for a while too. Actually don't have any weather system that we're actively tracking and actively watching. So several dry days will be nice, a bit of a warm up will be nice as well. High pressure will slide more off the coast, and that will start to promote a warming trend. It doesn't happen immediately, but it's gradual. As we get back into tomorrow, I expect we do come up above freezing ever so slightly. And then by the weekend, we'll see much more improvement. There will be a bit of a cold front that slides by. It's a dry cold front, so don't expect any rain from this. And really, it doesn't cool us down in too much of a big way, only by about a degree or two. We'll still be close to average by the time we get into the upcoming weekend. All right, so here's the plan for today. Again, take it a little slower this morning on the roads. No need to get in a hurry, especially down south and a little further to the south and east. Those folks are going to have more slick roads than we do in the immediate triad. Greensboro, Winston-Salem, High Point, Burlington. Most of the major highways are fine, but I still want you watching some of those side streets and just keeping an eye out for black ice. Again, that could still be a problem through the day and into early tomorrow morning. Why is that? Well, even with sunshine, our temperatures are still below freezing all day long. For the middle of the day, temperatures around lunchtime bumping up into the low 20s. For the middle of the afternoon, I don't expect that we'll come much up above the mid and upper 20s for today. Most of us around 27 or 28 is all that we'll do for our high temperatures today. And then again, as the sun goes down, a clear sky tonight helps us cool back off into those low teens. There could even be a few spots, outlying areas, that get a little closer to 10 degrees early tomorrow morning. And with the slightest bit of a breeze, wind chills will be back down to around 4 and 5 degrees at times early tomorrow morning. All right, here's the temperature trend though as we go into the rest of the week and into the weekend. Here's what I was talking about. It doesn't happen fast, but it's gradual improvement, gradual warming, and a gradual thaw out that happens by the weekend. By tomorrow, afternoon high temperatures are back in the mid-30s. Takes us a little while to get there, but 2, 3, 4 o'clock, I do think we get up to around 34, 35 for your afternoon high tomorrow. We're a little closer to 40 tomorrow for your Friday. And then by the weekend, Saturday's still chilly, but high temperatures are in the mid-40s, and we're closer to 50 as we go into the back half of the weekend and into early next week. So not only do we warm things up a tad, we also are going to dry things out for a bit. I've only got a 20% shower chance in between now and the middle of next week. And even that looks to be a very, very low chance to me. I think most of us will actually end up staying dry heading into Monday next week with just a few extra clouds. So we're going to start thawing things out. Low 40s Friday, mid 40s Saturday, near 50 on Sunday, and that's pretty close to normal for this time of the year. Average high is 49, average low is 30. Keep it slow this morning. Watch out for a few slick spots. We'll have another update on your forecast heading into the Good Morning Show at 9 o'clock and another one coming your way around midday. Stay warm today, folks.